Imagine standing on the shore of a vast, stormy ocean. The waves are crashing, the sky is gray, and even though you know there's land far beyond the horizon, you can't see it. You're surrounded by uncertainty, tossed by the unpredictability of life, unsure of what comes next. Doubt creeps in like water rising around your ankles, heavy and unsettling. You find yourself asking, is God really here? Is he truly faithful? It's a question many of us find ourselves wrestling with at some point. When life feels overwhelming and prayers seem unanswered, it's easy to wonder if God has turned his face away. But here's the truth. God's faithfulness doesn't waver, even when we do. It's steady, unchanging, and ever-present, like the deepest anchor that holds amidst the fiercest storm. Throughout the Bible, there are countless stories of doubt, a raw, human struggle that even the great figures in Scripture experienced. Abraham doubted when promised a son in his old age. Sarah laughed, convinced it could never happen. Yet God kept his promise. He remained faithful, bringing Isaac into their lives despite their moments of uncertainty. Think of Moses, standing before the burning bush, unsure of his ability to lead the Israelites out of Egypt. He doubted his own worth, hesitated at the enormity of the task. But God didn't give up on him. He showed Moses that it wasn't about his strength, but his. God equipped him, guided him, and fulfilled his plan, proving that his faithfulness remains, even when human faith wavers. And then there's Peter, bold, passionate Peter, who doubted even as he walked on water toward Jesus. The instant fear overtook him, he began to sink. But Jesus didn't let him drown in doubt. He reached out, grasped him, and lifted him back up. That moment wasn't just about walking on water. It was a reminder that even in our wavering, God's faithfulness holds us secure. In your life, doubt may look like unanswered prayers, frustrating delays, or setbacks that threaten to steal your hope. Maybe you've wondered whether God hears you, sees your struggle, or understands your pain. And in those moments, it's tempting to believe the lie that God's faithfulness hinges on your ability to stay strong. But it doesn't. God's faithfulness is rooted in his character, not your circumstances. When you're weak, he is strong. When you feel distant, he is closer than the breath in your lungs. When your courage fades, his promises endure. His love never fails, and his plans for you are never abandoned. Life's storms will come, but God's faithfulness doesn't falter. When doubt begins to rise like those stormy tides, remember this: you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be perfect or without fear. God is faithful, not because you always believe, but because he always is. So the next time waves of uncertainty crash against you, hold on to this truth: God's faithfulness is your anchor. No matter how strong the storm, no matter how deep your doubt, he will not let go.